And when I find Rob Skiba alive and well, who supposedly died of, it will confirm everything I'm saying.
What?
Are you really still deceived by these deceivers?
No, and we never were.
Let's see if I can help you out a little bit.
Spank you, helpy helper done.
Please subscribe.
I love this video because it looks like animation, like something that somebody made, but it's actually real footage from the space shuttle.
Are you kind of seeing where this video's headed yet? Now, this is Fittest Flat Earther from TikTok, and he's one of those flat earthers that just thinks that, well, everything is fake. So let's have a look, shall we? Because he's talking about the final experiment.
I know this may be hard to believe, okay? You guys give me feedback and make sure you can hear me. We are in Antarctica, I can assure you. These are the mountains in Antarctica. Guess what? These are also mountains in Antarctica.
Hang on a second, am I missing something here? Now, for a video to qualify as a commentary video, you need to provide some commentary. You can't just sit there nodding your head and shaking it from side to side. That's not a video, that's you watching a video.
This one right here, where they're all doing it, and literally the sign for a master mason is that exact thing. Oh, and I'll show you what Jaren has to say in a minute.
You only looked at the pictures, didn't you? You didn't bother reading what that sign actually means in terms of masons. Now, the sign of the Master Mason alludes to the penalty of the Master Mason's obligation to have his body cut in two, his bowels removed and burned to ashes, which are then scattered to the four winds of heaven. Okay. The sign is made by drawing the thumb quickly across the hip and then dropping the hand to the side. And the action is to show the stomach being ripped open. What did you think? It meant that Masons were all flat earther?
We're all at this conference. We're taking the first group photo ever of the big flat earthers, right? All the big channels. And we're all there. And when someone goes, we need to come up with a hand signal to represent flat earth. Guys, real quick, you know nothing about Freemasonry. What hand signal would you do to represent flat earth? Would you go like this? No, you'd go like that.
I preferred the first one myself. And it's definitely more appropriate. So because a group of flat earthers ripped off a hand signal from a different organization, that means something.
Okay, and we all did that. Everyone's like almost all of us did it. We're like, yeah, that's it. And we took a picture like that. We took a picture like that, right? And so that to a fittest flat earther is proof that I'm a Mason.
Yeah, but that's because Fittest Flat Earther is clearly a moron. Much like yourself, Dave. So why you're so surprised about this is beyond me.
No, Dave, that's not proof. That's just one piece of the puzzle of literally dozens upon dozens of pieces of evidence that point to that exact fact.
What, that Dave Weiss is a master mason? I tell you something, I can pretty much guarantee that he's not. Now, one of my friends is a mason, and to become a master mason takes a hell of a lot of work. The kind of work flat earthers bump their gums about but never do.
And when I find Rob Skiba alive and well, who supposedly died of, it will confirm everything I'm saying.
Ah, right, so you're not only a flat earther, you're also a really scummy human being. Now, what if Rob Skiba's family were to see your video? How do you think that would make them feel? Rob died. It's very, very sad. He was young.
Just give me about a week. And if you know me, you know I'll find him.
Okay, Poirot, let's say you do find Rob Skiba alive and well. How's that going to help you? In any way? Oh, don't tell me flat earthers are now faking their own deaths to prove the earth is flat.
But then I would sound like, Tyler saying that, I'm good friends with Alex Jones and I pretend I didn't know him when I met him for the first time.
Yeah, I don't think being friends with Alex Jones would be a good look for you anyway, Dave. Everybody already knows that you're a con man and a grifter, so adding a friendship with Alex Jones into the mix ain't gonna do you no favors.
I watched Dave with my very own eyes pretend to not know Alex Jones in this episode of InfoWars after he had already been on this episode of InfoWars.
Now, I have no idea what the significance is of Dave either knowing or not knowing Alex Jones, but I'm sure Tyler will get to it. eventually. But how is talking crap about other flat earthers helping you prove that the earth is flat? I thought you were going to be talking about the final experiment, not slagging off your pals.
And did you hear what Dave said? It's naive to think that everyone there wasn't in on it.
So people like you and Dave Weiss think that somehow a pastor from Colorado managed to convince people to go all the way to Antarctica just to pretend that they had made a discovery which supports a globe earth, not a flat earth. And also, to make that even more ridiculous than it already sounds, he had to force the flat earthers that were going there, Austin, Jeranism, and the other ones who are just not important enough to remember their names. But he managed to convince all those flat earthers as well to go along with what you lot think is the globe lie.
That would be referring to Jaron and Austin as well. He was literally talking about everyone in at Antarctica.
So that was exactly what you meant then. Do you ever look at somebody and think to yourself, my word, you're an idiot? But obviously you keep it all hidden inside your brain.
I was literally watching this live with Dave on it and in the chat, and he verbatim said, like I just showed, if anyone was there, they were in on it. And then he's saying, trust our best flat earth guys, meaning Jaron, meaning Austin. So which is it, Dave? Trust them or they're in on it.
Well, if he thinks they're in on it, he's hardly going to call them the best flat earth guys, is he? You are the one that needs to make your mind up, not Dave.
We are clearly in Antarctica. Clearly in Antarctica. Clearly in Antarctica. Because
And so this is real. It's not animation.
Right, I can see what you're doing now. So you play the clip of Witsit saying that we are clearly in Antarctica, which you clearly don't believe he is, and then you try to reinforce your disbelief by playing another clip which is real. It's a clip of the ISS, but it's a clip you think is fake also. I get it now. Don't see the point in it, but I get it at least.
Now this looks like animation, and I'm very proud to know that it's actually real film. It's not a video game.
You're clearly in Antarctica.
You know, I'm sitting right here telling you that it's real.
Hello, me again. Right, two very quick things. Thing one, he clearly doesn't believe that they even went to Antarctica. And thing two, flat earthers are really lazy when it comes to making videos, aren't they? This guy has barely said anything. I have chopped loads and loads out of this video just to find the parts where he actually speaks.
And so if all of a sudden I'm an actor, I'm a shill, whatever, you're just ridiculous. We are clearly in Antarctica.
Are you sure about that, Austin? Because you sure seem to want to say it a lot.
Yeah, because he knows there are dicks like you who will say that nobody was there in the first place. Have you forgotten that Will Duffy provided every participant with their own GPS tracker? To say they weren't there,
Are you sure?
Breaking news. In less than 24 hours, technicians have been able to identify the technology used to fake the 24-hour sun.
Right, stop it. Hold everything for a second. I've seen that video. It's AI. It isn't even a human being narrating it. No wonder you're a flat earther if you're so easily convinced by AI videos.
In Antarctica. Amazon Studios has developed a state-of-the-art virtual production facility known as Stage 15, located in Culver City, California. This advanced soundstage features an impressive LED volume wall, a massive curved LED screen measuring 80 feet in diameter and 26 feet in height.
I was not fully aware of the dimensions of that little Amazon invention. I'd best go back and check Will Duffy's drone footage, which would have been sent up from within this 26-foot high, sort of circle of screens, and it's obviously going to be visible once we get the drone high enough. So let's have a look, shall we?
The footage you are about to watch was taken almost 5,000 feet above Antarctica.
See, I do have good ideas sometimes. That 5,000 foot high drone is clearly going to show that this flat earther is right. Oh, sorry, pal. I was really rooting for you as well. I really wanted you to be right and for me to be wrong.
The LED wall comprises approximately 3,000 LED panels.
Yeah, well, whatever. You can stop watching that stupid video now because we just proved that that can't be the case. Because if it was the case, the drone would have captured it, wouldn't it? You absolute buffoon.
And just to put a little bow on this gift I'm giving to all of you to gain this discernment from these deceivers is look, Austin even had Wi-Fi. You want to see how easy it would be to prove they're in Antarctica?
Yeah, you could check their real-time location using the GPS trackers they all had with them. The hell are you gonna do to check?
Austin was live streaming. All he literally had to do was open up his map and show his little blue dot right in Antarctica, right where they were supposed to be. Questions done. No one could even question that.
Yeah, but it was only ever idiots like you who were questioning if they were actually there anyway. All you had to do was check the GPS data.
David Weiss, Hibbler himself, and Jaron specifically here, and their disdain for Jesus Christ. Make no mistake about it. They are all Antichrist at work here, presenting themselves as truthers. Let's take a look.
I don't believe in Christianity. Jesus Christ can suck my dick.
So you just heard there from Jaron himself those very blasphemous statements about Jesus Christ, but he praises Crowley. Unbelievable. People can't see through Jaron. They never will. Let's take a listen to David Weiss with his garbage moral lands map. Unproven, just made up nonsense, and obviously non-biblical. Let's take a listen here what David Weiss has to say about Jesus Christ.
Do we have to? Because given the choice, I'd rather go into my kitchen, chop up a few chilies, and then rub my eyes.
And competitors had to compete eating these. Eating these chips.
Oh no! It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked.
Whole point is, you see Jaron, David Weiss on the same page. Basically, David Weiss is stating how Jesus Christ is basically made up.
Well,
here again is David Weiss with Hibbler.
With who?
Now let's take a listen to what Hibbler has to say.
Hibbler.
About Jesus Christ. You're going to see that all these individuals are on the same page with the Satanists that run this world. They want you to believe that Jesus Christ does not exist. And that is the lie, the biggest lie of the world, along with hiding God's creation of this flat dome world we live on. And these people are nothing more than sellouts, playing the role and flipping the script when called upon.
Called on by who?
Like I said, these are all deceivers working for the other side.
Yes, but were they still deceivers when they still agreed with you? Probably not.
And as many know, I've been calling out these fake flat earthers for the longest time, and people are coming to the same conclusion that I came to long ago regarding these individuals.
That they will say anything they believe will get them clicks and money. Because if that's what you're saying, I completely agree with you.
Can't be more clear. I can't make it more clear. And in their own words, and with the signs and symbols.
And none of this was for entertainment purposes.
Sorry, I was... So basically then, your entire video served absolutely no purpose. Because you haven't proven or disproven anything. Oh well, we had fun anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you all again on Friday. Love you. Bye.
I don't think so. No.
So, Paddy rings his girlfriend's doorbell. She comes rushing to the door. When she swings it open, Paddy stood there with a big bunch of flowers. So she grabs hold of him, pulls him into the house, rips off all his clothes, pulls off her knickers and says, "There we go, Paddy, this is for the flowers." And Paddy says, "Haven't you got a vase?"